Welcome to this first appendix to the main M-33 presentations. Each appendix will consist of a short video clip focusing on a single element in the process. Over the last couple of weeks, since we first released the three main presentations, I've received several messages noting that I have range edges drawn for every ticker in my watch lists, even those not available from professional subscription services, and asking how I calculate them. Well, truth be told, they're estimates based on geometry, not arithmetic. And while they might not be as sophisticated as those available commercially, the M-33 panels that result provide everything I need to trade successfully. This is my layout for monitoring alerts from my alert watch list. And as you'll note, the one in the upper left corner here, XLF, does not have range edges yet. So let's go ahead and put those in. I'll zoom in on it so we have it on a single panel. You can see the price panel and the signal panel and the alert panel for it. And actually, why don't I zoom right in on just the price panel for this portion? There we have it. And the first task, and I'll change to the daily time frame for it, is to ascertain the trend. And you do that by coming down to the date row here and just squish it across. This is now going back to October of 2022, last year. And since we usually only consider 3 or 4 months to ascertain the trend, let's do that. Let's just put it back to about here, which is late March, which is good enough because that's March, April, May, June, and July for 2023. And it's pretty obvious that in this instance, from March until now, it has been in a gentle uptrend. As you've probably read elsewhere or heard elsewhere, the way I guesstimate the ranges in an uptrend is by noting a new higher low and then a new higher high and then a new higher low and a new higher high and a new higher low, and so forth. And it would be the reverse, of course, if we were in a downtrend. But given what we've just seen, I would come in here. This would probably be the last true higher low. And this current spot actually right now is probably the new higher high. And I prefer to have that one be in green. Just makes it easier to eyeball it intraday. And so there I have my ranges. It's really just that simple. One thing I suggest while you're here is if you right-click on these lines, come down to the section that shows the synchronization and select Sync Globally instead. And do the same thing for the other one as well. Come down and sync globally. That has the effect that no matter which watch list you're operating in that has XLF in it, these range lines will appear. And not only that, as the days go by and as you move the lines to adjust them to the current price action, they'll remain up to date throughout all of the watch lists that you have in your system. So you aren't faced with the pain in the neck of having to come in and redefine these for each watch list. I've got XLF now on my alerts watch list I might very well go and put it on the financial watch list and so forth, and that way these edges will be coordinated throughout. So now to come back to just day-to-day operations, I'll change it from the daily to the 4-hour time frame, and instead of looking at a couple of months, I'll come across so that we're only looking at a couple of weeks. And I might even stretch this open a little bit so that it's a little more obvious what's going on. And then we go back to our overall panel. And there you have it. That's XLF done with its ranges. And we can now also go and put it back into the multi-panel display so that we're following it along with all of the others on my watch list of current alerts. And that's pretty much it.